Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, and we are back in Hold My Nugget Studios once again for the second match of the round of 32, baby. It is Brazil taking on Japan. 1-on-1 for the right to advance to the round of 16.
Gotcha, bitch.
What's going on, y'all? Dan the man in the house. What's happening? Ashton, what's going down? How is it going? Brazil and Japan having themselves a battle here today. Who do you got going through? Who will be the victor? Japan and Brazil. Going to be a magnificent game right here. Oh, what the hell's going? What are we doing? What are we doing? How the fuck, bro? The game just started. How the fuck? Game just started, and straight out the gate, they done cut the fucking broadcast. What are we doing? What is going on? Now's not the time for this shit. Yeah, both games or both teams, very, very strong candidates to potentially go the distance here, but only one can walk away with the victory. And we shall see who's going to mess around and come out on top. Ashton, what's going on? Said Team Blue, lock in for the win, 4-3. We shall see if we will see the squad of Brazil walk away with a W. Justin, what's going down? What the hell's going on, bro? This shit not working no more. I just had the damn game, now I just lost it. What is happening? What's going on, Salcido? What's happening? What's going down? Black Freakazoid, what's happening? It's your boy Chris. What's happening? How are things going? Hopefully you guys have yourselves a very good weekend. Nonetheless, we are here for this big time matchup. What the fuck is going on, son? Am I in a Genjutsu? Yeah, Monday Night Raw later tonight at a special start time of 6. Gonna have to be a, I don't think I'm gonna stream for the Germany game because that will be a little bit difficult to go and cover. I'm going to, maybe I can, but I'm not sure. So we'll have to see if I could potentially get that going.
Gotcha, bitch.
Daddy, 2-time is now following.
Let me see if I go to Fox. Let me just go to Fox Sports because right now I just lost the damn game. Had the game, now I just lost the game. Starkin, put 10 on it. In the building, how's it going? Said you don't really watch soccer, but you thought you'd show up and show some love. If we're excited for this match, give him a Tamatonga. You're melting. It's hot as fuck outside. Indeed it is. It is on fire outside at the moment. They're in the 5th minute. I think approaching the 6th minute right now. In fact, it's hot as hell, so I might have to mess around and take this off. It is blazing. Jen in the building. Put 8 on it. Said you don't know if I know my anime, but after 24 years, we all know the winner of Japan Brazil in Captain Suba. Go Japan. Okay, Tsubasa. I believe that's how it would be pronounced there. All right. Maybe I could get the. Nope, still got to do it again. I don't know what's going on right now, but on the antenna, it cut out again. This joint is just not cooperating with me here. But nonetheless, we have a free kick attempt here for Brazil. Free kick attempt here for Brazil. Who do I have winning? I actually have Brazil going through, but it will not be an easy task to walk away with the game here. Yeah, it's going to be incredibly hot, so y'all make sure y'all stay hydrated. There's the attempt. Great save right there from the goalie. He was able to get it on a second effort. The Negro goalie making plays here for Japan, preventing a score from the Brazilians. Yeah, very unfortunate news out in the NFL. Chris Johnson, the NFL record holder for the most yards ever in a season, got diagnosed with ALS. So very devastating news. So hopefully, things can turn around. But with ALS, man, it's one of them things that you can't even really. What's the prevention? Like there's apparently no details on how to avoid possibly contracting. It's just a very unfortunate situation. We're now in the 7th minute hit between these two powerhouses. I think this might actually end up going to extra time. I think they're going to have to go into the extra 30 minutes in this game. That's like cancer just pops up. You got Japan winning. Brazil's offense is a bit mid to you. Auto said in this wrestling, this woman named Rebel was diagnosed with terminal ALS a few weeks ago. Man, this shit hurts. Yeah, I did see that on Twitter. A couple of her family and friends had been posting videos here and there, going to pay visit and stuff. There was a social media content creator who went viral a couple of years ago, chronicling and documenting his journey dealing with it. He actually passed away. I think it might have been last month or the month before. So very, very unfortunate news, man. Very unfortunate news. All right, here we go. We're entering into the 9th minute here. Brazil on the offensive, trying to see if they can find a seam in Japan's defense. Nothing seems to be showing its head at the moment. Japan will be shocking Brazil. Well, we shall see how things will play out. Neymar on the bench here. Also, keep in mind, if you're on watch for the Golden Boot, Vinny has 4 goals thus far in this tournament as well. Oh boy, Brazil got a legit opportunity. If they could get this back in the field of play, they got a chance here for a strike. Good job from Japan denying the attempt. And oh my God, right off the face of a Brazilian. That man just got kicked square in the face. He just got kicked square in the face. That shit's got to hurt. Caught a boot right to his face. Brazil still trying to give attack here. And another save from the goalkeeper, preventing Vinny from getting his feet onto that ball. The Brazilians are lethal. Well, throughout history, they have been a very, very great organization. The most World Cup victories of every country, the most appearances in the final as well. Bosnia for the win. Send us on the Ultra. Well, goddamn. Your boy Chris is still not Team America. What else up with that? What up with that? Oh, it's okay. Start opening this joint up, so maybe at halftime I can go and switch it. I'm so behind on shit. Yeah, they just booted son square in the face. How you gonna do that shit to your teammate? That ain't right. You gonna have to see me in the locker room. You can't just do that to me. They got a movie called Drift coming out. Okay. Here comes Japan. Long range pass across here, trying to find an opening, see if they can find a strike. Ooh, on the crossing, denied there by Brazil. Morocco will beat Netherlands. We shall see. Yeah, he had it since last year. We shall see. Damn, and now Vinny's on the ground here. And he's holding his ankle. See if there was a... Oh, yeah, he definitely got stepped on. Oh, that's going to hurt. Somewhat of like a somewhat twisted ankle. I know that shit does not feel good. But he's going to have to run it off, because if he comes off the field, then they're going to be in trouble. He's only one of the 2 men who have scored goals for Brazil thus far in this tournament. That's a yellow card that has been determined here against Japan. Yellow card against Japan here. First card of this game has since came out. Hopefully somebody clipped the strike to the face of the Brazilian player. I mean, shit. I'm pretty sure he feels like he's just been clipped. I know son in pain. Fox injury music is hilarious. Brazil once again trying to find an opening here. Japan maintaining possession, preventing any advancement of the ball here. I don't need all this excess stuff. I could plug this into the television. They are not messing around with them here. Let's see who's going to be able to gain a little bit of an advantage right now. Here comes Brazil trying to take a shot. Another save there from the Japan goalkeeper, not allowing any scoring. William in the building, 43 months, a member. I appreciate you, brother. Also giving out donations. As always, 5 gifteds here in the chat. Here comes Brazil trying to get a shot on goal again, just wide. Unable to get a score there. Brazil applying a lot of pressure thus far. You're rooting for Japan. Okay, Brazil is pressuring very hard. 4 shots already taken. Yeah, this is looking a lot like the Portugal and Colombia game. We're getting a ton of shots early. A ton of shots early, straight out the gate. Here comes Japan giving chase the other way. Let's see how they can take advantage here. If Japan can mess around and see if they can get themselves on the board. Good pressure right there from Japan, but they're going down. They're going to get a free kick here. Japan's going to get a free kick here. And a yellow card issued to Brazil. Yellow card issued to Brazil here. Japan's going to get an awfully close opportunity here for a free kick as we enter into the 15th minute. Yeah, that's actually a warranted yellow card. That's a warranted yellow card. That was egregious activity. That's a warranted yellow card. That's egregious activity. All right, here we go. First real opportunity here for Japan. Let's see how they're able to go and respond. Here approaching the 15th minute, free kick here for Japan. They're just outside the penalty box. Can they put it into the back of the net to take a 1-0 lead over Brazil? Just less than, a sixth into the game? They're going to have to figure out how it is that they want to do this here. They better think it over because this is a very close opportunity. Six said, good afternoon, you came over from. Oh, well, yellow card, good afternoon, you came over from where? We don't know. There's a man laying on the ground here trying to see if he could prevent an attempt of a score. Here comes a free kick opportunity for Japan. All right, they're still trying to direct traffic and see if they can find an opening here. All right, now we're going to get that opportunity. Here we go, Japan. What do you got? You could score here and take a commanding 1-0 lead. What's Japan going to play it? Going to try to get across, and it's blocked by Brazil. They're going to get a corner opportunity. I don't think it went out the side, so they're not going to be a throw-in here. They're going to have to get a corner opportunity. William put 5 on it, said today marks the 794th day of sobriety. Never felt better. Appreciate you and everybody in this beautiful community. Love you guys. Well, we love you as well. We appreciate you immensely for sharing your journey with us. First corner opportunity here for Japan after the missed attempt there on the free kick. Here's the corner from Japan. They're going to hang it up. Can they get a header? No, they can't. It's going to get booted out of the box there by Brazil. They told Japan, you better go out here and reset. No goals for you. No, on the antenna, the problem with the antenna is the channels get cut. So for whatever reason, there's cable cutters, and then the channels get cut. So I can have all the channels on antenna under the sun. Out of nowhere, unprovoked, unannounced, you'll get a prompt on the screen that says, oh, well, channel not available. So every time you see me reach over to try to go and reconnect, or I should say move the antenna to see if it's able to go and pick up more. Like, I've been actively scanning the entire time, all while putting in the next antenna in over here as well. So, and as for Telemundo, I've been, you know, watching, streaming on Peacock, but right now the downside is there's multiple different people that's on the account. So I can't even utilize Peacock at the moment. And then lastly, I logged into Fox Sports, so I'm watching on Fox Sports. So I'm a little bit delayed than you guys.
Sean Banks 1 is now following.
I'm a little bit delayed than you guys are at the moment. So most likely halftime, gonna have to go and switch this over if I can't get Fox to return, and still Fox is not returning. I have channel 2, channel 4, and then it jumps all the way up to 11. So I'm gonna keep trying to get the antenna feed, but at halftime, 110% gonna try to see if I can get the other antenna installed, and potentially if that's a little bit something different. So I've just been actively scanning, you know, the channels over and over and over and over and over again, trying to get it back. So hopefully it does come back, but we'll see. We shall see. All right. This game continues, ladies and gentlemen. Brazil now has possession of the ball here as we approach the 19th minute. Somebody's going to have to get in the front to advance. No, it's not a matter of getting the stream to watch the game. It's being on time. For example, because when you watch on a streaming device, you're behind the live television. So if anybody who's, I've said this before, but if you're a new subscriber, you don't know. But if you're someone who's watching in real time, right, and you're watching on antenna, which will always be the fastest, cable television or just regular network television will always be the fastest broadcast. It will be leagues faster than streaming services. Y'all will see what transpires before I do. So let's just say a goal happens. It'll be spoiled by the chat room before I even see what transpires. And if I'm 45 seconds behind, it's over, you know? Now, albeit, I can just stare here in a slight delay, but then I'm an interactive, you know, broadcaster, if you will. So that kind of defeats the purpose. Now, if you're someone who doesn't care about that kind of stuff, great on you, but I'm somebody who does. So that gives you an element of the frustrations that I happen to endure while trying to stream here. Japanese kawaii anime girls versus the BBL Brazilian chicks. Well, all right, let's see if Brazil can take advantage here. Pass in there from Vinny, denial right there from Japan as we enter into the 20th minute. We're getting ready to get to the hydration break momentarily. Japan better clear that shit. Said get that joint the fuck up out of here. I think one of the Brazilians wanted a handball. Not going to happen. Ricky, what's going on? Terry Arnold just got released with no ankle monitor. You don't know if I discussed it yet. You're from Detroit and a Lions fan. How am I feeling? I know nothing of this. I know nothing of this. All I know is he was being held without bonds. How the fuck did he get released? All right, his lawyer's a demon. Well, he had all that money. He better pay top dollar to hope that he got a lawyer that could get him off. Because my whole thing is how the fuck you video call and live streamed to you and let alone go to the scene of the crime is crazy. Macho in the building. What's going on? You still in first place? Are you still in first place? We've got 2 more minutes until we got to get to the first hydration break of this game. The winner of this match goes on to play Ivory Coast or Norway, so we shall see what transpires. All right, Namacho's still in first place. That's what we like to see. Here we go, still scoreless here in this game as we're waiting to get to the 22nd minute. Brazil, recognizing they're not going to be able to control the ball, they're going to let it go to Japan. It will be Japanese ball going back the other way. Junior, how's it going? Oh, Rolandinho is here, as he should be. Support the home country. When I was in Philly for the Brazil and Haiti game, he was there as well. So it's pretty cool to see the some of the greatest, most talented players that will go there and tune in. Yeah, Ricky, it is very stupid. Now, even if you felt slighted that it was your belongings that happened to have gotten robbed, still, why would you put yourself in a situation to risk everything that you worked hard for? If I was him and I just felt so slighted to where I needed something to happen to get my belongings back, you know what I would do? I would pay outside forces who have no direct connection to me or the individuals involved to then go and retrieve said items, and then they would be compensated after the fact. But I would have to go through multiple different go-betweens to make sure that I may be the person who's calling the shots, but you would have no connection to me whatsoever. Furthermore, why would you end up apprehending the wrong people? That's the shit that kills me the most. Hydration break has officially started, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, if you're gonna do some crime like that, you gotta at least use your head, you know. Folk didn't think this one through. Did not think this one through. But nonetheless, it is now first hydration break. We got a couple of minutes. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I could attach this second antenna. Hold on. All right. Let's see if we can give this a shot and get back what was rightfully ours. All right, so I switched the antennas. Let's see if it'll work out here. I switched the antennas. Let's see what will work out here. All right, 26th minute. We made it through the hydration break. Still scoreless here in this game. Junior said it's time to impregnate Jada Parker. Sir, hold on, wait. Sir, you need to relax. What part of the game is this? Unwallen. Brazil's had 4 shots. Japan's only had 1. They're on the corner. Here comes Japan seeing if they can make something happen. No opportunity there. Who do I have in this game? I have Brazil winning, but most likely happening in extra time. I don't envision a shootout situation between both squads, but we shall see how things will play out here. All right, here's the second corner attempt here for Japan in this game. It's booted up high. Oh, they got a chance. Just went over the net. Failed opportunity there at the score. I know Japan's feeling that one. I know Japan's feeling that one because they had a real opportunity there. Oh, Lord. I know they feeling that one. I'd be mad as hell. All right, we got Fox back. All right, there we go. Let's just make sure that this shit... How much further? I was 20 seconds behind. I was 20 seconds behind. I'm still going to keep open Fox Sports here, but I'm back on Fox. So the new antenna was able to get things back up and firing. I wonder if I have channel 7 on here as well. No, I don't. I still don't have channel 7. So we'll work on that as we get closer and closer to the NFL season. But we're back with the antenna feed 20 seconds ahead of the Fox Sports stream. So we're back on time. All right. All Japan is missing is a 9. It needs somebody like a Sar Mbappe. Oh, that reminds me. Lil G done sent me the clip over on Discord. Let me download it. All right. Oh, Japan able to take it away here. All right, Japan. Hold on. Wait a minute. Japan got a chance. They got a little bit of numbers. There's a long strike. He's got it. Oh, my Lord. He's got it. Japan with a strike right into the heart of Brazil. And the Japanese take the lead here. Japan with a magnificent run, intercepting the ball in midfield. They went on the offensive. Man said, forget my teammates. It's my moment to shine. He danced all the way through the Brazilians and booted it right off the right foot, right into the back of the net, and the Japanese take the lead 1-0 on a spectacular goal. What a shot! Man shot it right off the right foot. The goalie couldn't even mess around and respond. That joint went zipping maybe at about 120 miles per hour right past his body. Had the Brazilians absolutely shook. Looks like the Japanese froze them in time. Activate the Dio Brando. Zawada! Had them frozen. They couldn't move whatsoever. And a spectacular golazo to give Japan the 1-0 lead. What a shot. That's how you start a game. Sano with the score. Japan's in front. Japan's in front. How will the Brazilians respond? His first goal. Sano with his first goal in 17 international appearances. 8 goals in the tournament for Japan thus far through 4 games. Their most that they have scored ever in an appearance at the World Cup. The Japanese lead 1-0. How will Brazil respond? All right. Talk about igniting a little bit of life out there. The Japanese came to play. Big time score to get onto the board. Big time score to get onto the board. All right. Yeah, that's a fucking strike right there into the hearts of Brazil. What a score there for Japan. Ah, damn, they done blew the whistle for the foul. Now they got to go back the other way. Big time fucking score there for Japan. That's how you play. That's how you play football, man. What a play. And damn, down go. Yeah, it's gonna end up being a foul right there. He kicked them in the shins. You can't do that. He kicked them in the shins. That's gonna have to come back. But that's neither here nor there. One way or another, Japan has the lead here. 1-0 over Brazil. How will the Brazilians respond? They got a free kick opportunity here for Brazil. They got a free kick from a little bit of distance right now. Let's see if they can make something happen. Close but no cigar. This game remains tied. Oh, pardon me. This game remains at a 1-0 lead. Samurai drew blood first. Oh, Brazil able to go get. All right, let's see if Brazil can take advantage here. They're going to try their own attempt. The Negro goalie able to go and deny it. It's soccer anime. Have I seen your dress up? Darling anime? No, I have not. I have not. Now we wait here. Oh, Jimmy Butler's at this game as well. Must be nice to have all the money in the world. Must be nice to have the money. I wish I could go to all the damn games. But I can't. Oh, that man just got dropped. God damn. Mbappe secretly celebrating, seeing the Brazil struggle. You know he is. You know he is. Let's see if Brazil can take advantage. Oh, they got to clear that. They better clear that. Hey, they better clear that. Vinny with a great pass. Japan once again denying a potential score there. Now Vinny with the pay. Remember, he's only 2 goals behind, tying Messi in the race for the Golden Boot. Japan's going to go and clear it, get that shit out of here. Now they're going to go on a little bit of a run here. Here comes Japan, denial. They're from Brazil. They're going to be able to go and get that ball back. Good pass. Oh, just outside of the toes of Vinny. It's going to go out towards the back. Japan applying a whole lot of pressure here. Japan applying a whole lot of pressure here. Japan applying a whole lot of pressure here. Oh, my. We got ourselves a game. Yeah, they denied Vinny. They said, not today. You will not be able to go find yourself scoring on us. Not this time. Oh, boy, what the fuck was Japan doing? You just gave the ball back. Bad mistake. Brazil able to go and take the ball away here. But they're not able to do anything with it. Japan falls back into the defensive formation, denying them once again. They can't get lackadaisical. You got about 10-some minutes until you can make it there to halftime. You want to be able to maintain that lead. Here comes Japan going on a run here. They done lost the ball. No, they're going to keep it Japan possession. They're going to keep it Japan possession. All right. Sujay said you came over from YouTube. I appreciate that. Make sure you hit that follow button as well. You came over from YouTube over to Twitch. I appreciate you, dog. Make sure you hit that follow button as well. If you haven't already subscribed over on YouTube, please go ahead and do so. All right, Japan still has a 1-0 lead. Brazil has reached the quarterfinal in the last 8 FIFA World Cups at least. It'd be wild for them to lose in the round of 32, the inaugural round of 32. How will they respond? Once again, Vinny's got nowhere to go with the ball, denied there by Japan. Spectacular defense closing all of the gaps. You're not going to be able to find any seams inside of the Japanese defense thus far early on. Nothing is there. You're going to need to see if you can get a spectacular pass. I just don't see it happening here. Oof. Let me try to get this edited here for the, there we go. Perfect. I can put this up on YouTube. I think that's what, 4 seconds, 3 seconds? All right, Brazil, easy save. Easy save there for Brazil. Easy save there for Brazil. They're gonna have to get better shots than that if they want to mess around and try to win this game. They're gonna have to get better shots than that. You're not gonna be able to score from distance with them weak ass shots.
Gotcha, bitch.
Msbritbrad underscore 209 is now following.
We're approaching the 39th minute now. Let's see what they got here. Let's see what they got here. Brazil trying to see. They got to pass the ball around a bit more, son. These lackadaisical passes, they got to start moving around if they want to try to find a hole in the defense. So far, they haven't really had an opportunity to make much breakthroughs, truly. Here we go. There goes Vinny. There goes Vinny. Pass to the outside. Japan's going to steal it. Somebody got to go run with him. Somebody got to go run with him. Somebody got to go run with him. Nobody came with him to try to open up the door for a particular pass. Hey, Japan better. Relax now. Relax now. Park the bus. I mean, shit. You think of Joe Pesci when I mention Vinny? I mean, shit. They could low key if they were to do that, but I think they kind of want to make sure they can continue to up the scoring as well. So I don't think they're gonna go and park the bus and leave everybody there to prevent potential scores. I think what they're gonna do is continue to try to do the same shit that they were doing, because Brazil has had already more shot attempts thus far. If they go to OT, penalty shoot, well, you're going to have to score. And right now, they're not leaving anything open for them to score. There goes the pass. It's going to get caught by the goalie. It's going back out the other way. Damn. Japan dogging them right now, bro. They're not giving any openings. Brazil's dominated on possession, but it really doesn't even matter. It really doesn't even matter, because right now there's nothing that's there for them. There's no openings, no gaps, nothing. Do I see LeBron playing for the Warriors? Somebody sent me that earlier, talking about a potential marriage of where Draymond Green opts out of his contract to open up doors in free agency, I believe. Then LeBron would get signed. They'd make a trade to acquire AD, re-sign Draymond Green, and that's going to be their big four. I don't know. Susano level defense there for Japan. Brazil playing like bitches. Yeah, Brazil, the problem is they're on the offensive, but they just haven't been able to go and open up the door. Now, defensively, Brazil's been all right. There was just a one lapse that was there on Sano's run to where he was able to go. Oh, these motherfuckers ran into each other. They ran right into each other. Let's see if Japan can make it 2-0 before halftime. Let's see if Japan can make it 2-0, the senior quartet. Indeed, that's the best way to put it. Hold on, wait a minute. Japan in a good shot. If he could get somebody there to save it, nobody's there. It's going to go out. Is this going to be a throw-in for Japan? Yes, it will be. It'll be a throw-in for Japan here. Here at the 43rd minute, I think they're only going to add maybe 4 minutes extra time, really. You have the 2 yellow cards that didn't provide any additional time. Maybe about 45-some seconds you want to add for the scoring of the goal, but they didn't even take too much time to go around and celebrate. Maybe we might only get 3 minutes extra time. Oh, that's got to be a whistle. I guess not. No foul will be attributed here against Brazil. Japan still maintaining possession. They've swung it. You see the way that... Do you see the way Japan is passing the ball around? This is what you should be seeing from Brazil to try to see if they can find an opening there in the defense. Japan has worked the ball from the right, back to the left, back to the middle, back to the right, back to the left again, and now they're heading back towards the middle. When you keep passing the ball, you open up the door to where you can find the gaps in the defense. Brazil over here getting too damn cute when they happen to have the ball on offense. Japan's not playing them games. Japan not playing them games. Isn't it 5-minute minimum with the hydration breaks? No, it's not. I think it's a minimum of 3 straight out the gate due to the hydration breaks. But you could argue 4. But we've seen a couple of games where we've only got 3 minutes additional time. In fact, Colombia and Portugal was only 3 minutes additional time. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, my God, he went down. They're going to have to blow the whistle right there. And it's going to be a yellow card against Japan. Yellow card against Japan. This World Cup also has the most brothers played. Yes, indeed. It'd be Miles C. He said, watch your clips. Bro, you're funny. Guy had to sub and watch full streams. You're a great streamer. Why, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's high praise right there. Oh, they're going to change possession? They're going to give this back to Japan. Yep, 4 minutes extra time. Or added time, if you will. 4 minutes added time. I thought they would have added a bit more, but they're going to go 4 minutes added time. Or I should say less. 4 minutes added time. I guess that additional yellow card gave them a little bit of time right there. So there's going to be 4 minutes here for Brazil. Really 3 minutes at this juncture. So let's see what they can make happen. If Japan can take advantage of, he's got a little bit more speed. Way to go and body up your bro. Japan is straight out physicaling Brazil right now, bro. You can see which nation wants it more thus far. They are not playing around with these motherfuckers. You thought this was about to be a cruise to the quarterfinal, the round of 16, because the last 8 goddamn World Cups you haven't advanced to the quarterfinal? That don't give a damn to Japan. They not playing around, fam. Here we go. All right, yeah, hey, Japan, you got 2 minutes now. Somebody got to go see if you can make something shake. Somebody got to go and cut. Damn, oh my God. They were doing too much passes right there. But I like the way they playing right now, fam. I like the way they playing. I like the way they playing. Low-key, they bullying Brazil. Brazil got to get a throw in, and Japan once again putting themselves in a position to try to see if they can intercept and flip possession. Brazil's got nothing there. Japan's going to try to bounce it back their way. Pause. All right, great job there from Japan. Hey, see if you could get a pass. Nobody's down there. They're going to force Brazil to have to go the length of the field to see if they can respond. Just like that, Japan gave it away. But, hey, they chilling right now. They chilling right now. Top 3 to win the cup. Argentina, France, Spain, but high key. Despite Spain being, highly projected to be able to make something happen, I like the way I like what I saw from Colombia, and I ain't gonna hold you. I like what I saw from Colombia. I think they can mess around and shock some folks. All right, let's see what transpires here. Hey, Germany, we'll see what happens. I think they should beat Paraguay, no issue there. But crazier things have happened. Nothing's there for Brazil. Nothing's there for Brazil. All right, let's see what Brazil got. You got less than a minute here before the end. There's a shot to pass inside. No, in fact, pardon me. They're going across the field here. Trying to see if they can find somebody. Nobody's there. There's a cross. Oh, my God. He just missed him. Japan said, fuck out of here. Take it to halftime. You better go. You got 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds now, Brazil. You got 30 seconds. You got to hope you can find a gap there in the defense. There's a great shot. Oh, but they got a Brazilian who's down on the ground near the penalty box. Dangerous pass there from Japan, and they're going to force him to go and reset. Yeah, that's about to be it. They soon blow that whistle. You got a Brazilian who's down right there. Yeah, that's going to be the whistle. That's the end of the first half. Now, the question is, when do you end up subbing in Neymar here if you want to have two strikers? If he can go. You've seen enough, bring in Neymar. Even the elites can't find the net. Brazil is taking that to the next level. (1-0) thus far. Magnificent played half there from Japan. Magnificent played half there from Japan. Magnificent. No, he was injured. Neymar, I believe, is a groin injury. Neymar had an injury coming into the World Cup. He didn't play until the second half of their last match, I believe, against Scotland. You hope Neymar can stay healthy. This will be his last time. This will be his last time at the World Cup. He was overjoyed to have made the squad. He will not be there in 4 years. So this is his last opportunity. So that man better be lobbying at halftime to see if he can get himself onto the pitch. They're probably going to throw the second half. Or who? Brazil or Japan? I don't think Japan's going to mess around and throw it. Them boys is asleep right now, getting taken advantage of. Shout out to the Japanese, a spectacular played half. Taking the lead here. Not having Neymar the whole first half, knowing it might be his last season is crazy. Well, not necessarily. It also depends on chemistry. If they have better chemistry without him, out there, but then they kind of need him when they need a striker alongside Vinny, of course, because Vinny's he's the future of the franchise. There's also another individual who they have who will be Neymar's replacement. But nonetheless, second half, they might just start immediately or potentially maybe about the 70th minute, they'll end up checking him in. Maybe about the 70th minute, they'll mess around and end up checking him in. Adam Scheffler reported that Arnold is cleared to participate in the Lions training camp. Well, he better get ready to just get questioned left and right. Neymar should have started. Well, now we got 45 more minutes of the game to see how they will go and respond. Japan will score again. They have only scored in the second half up until now. That first goal was fire, not gonna lie, but it was a bit lucky. The intercept and the run was unexpected. Well, the intercept definitely was unexpected because he came out of nowhere, made a hell of a play, and then he took off by himself and went the distance. Mans ain't wait for nobody. Son said, I'm not going to sit around and wait. This is an opportunity that just showed its head, and I'm going to go the distance by myself. Hell of a goddamn run there to go and make that goal. In fact, if I can, I don't want to risk it with copyright. I don't want to risk it with copyright, but if I could try to, because I have the highlight right here. Let me see if I could put the, see if y'all, show y'all the intercept, right? All right, so just so y'all can see the intercept, I'll flip it over to the reaction cam. So if you can see if you guys can see the intercept right here, basically there was, oh shit, hold on, wait, did I just fuck something up? I don't think I did. All right, so here was the intercept. Bam, came out of nowhere, right? Came out of nowhere and then went on this run by himself. Mans ain't passed the ball to nobody. Son took it, went by himself, said, fuck the world. This is my moment, and then activated the Supersano, boom, to send that sumbitch into the back of the goddamn net to get them on the board. That's how you take advantage and score. He said, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to let y'all get y'all defense together. I'm not going to make a pass so folks can hustle to get down here. I'm just going to kick as hard as I possibly can to boot this into the back of the net and get ourselves a 1-0 lead. Supersano with the damn score there. Am I going to see the U.S. game? I will be streaming for it. Am I going in person? No. I believe they're playing on the West Coast the entirety of their duration that's out here. If they're playing on the East Coast at one point, I'll see if I can pull up, but them prices for the tickets is through the roof. Netherlands and Morocco game. Am I going to be streaming for that, by the way? Yes, I will. I believe that game starts at 9. Monday Night Raw should be over by 8:30. So I'll probably just take a little bit of time off and then bam, go. See, the gap between Germany and Brazil and Japan and Germany, I'm most likely going to have to go and run and get my steps, because today I have a little bit of an option, right? Germany and Paraguay, it's at 4:30. Monday Night Raw starts at 6, so it can end up becoming somewhat of a dual stream situation. So that might end up being the move, or I just omit the Germany and Paraguay game, but I don't think I want to do that. I want to try to go live for as many knockout stage games as I possibly can. The only ones that I envision missing will ultimately be I think next no, not even next, this Friday. Let me see what time is the games this Friday, because it should be the Friday should be at oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Australia and Egypt. I won't be live for Australia and Egypt. Well, actually, maybe the first half. It depends. Argentina, Cape Verde's at 6. So yeah, probably Australia and Egypt. I probably won't be live for that one. Every other game, I'll be able to be live for those. 4th of July, I believe I'm here as well. I don't think I have something that I'm doing. Half marathon on Sunday. I should be back by the time that the games begin on the 5th of July, which is at 4 p.m. The first game is on the 5th. Yeah, so I should be back in time for that. DreamCon, I'll be going down to Texas on the 11th for DreamCon. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be down in Texas on the 11th for pardon, not the 11th, the 9th, sorry. I'll be down there on the 9th for DreamCon. First game kicks off on the 9th at 4 p.m. I should be able to go live for that, and I believe that is the quarterfinal. Then there's not a game Friday at 3. I'll see what I can do to make that happen. Saturday's just where it's going to be a little tricky because I have the DreamCon basketball game in between at 7. So depending on the final quarterfinal game, we'll see. But there is that. Just have to see if I can make that happen. But every game, get it as we get ready for every game as we I think only the last quarterfinal game, and then ultimately Egypt and Australia might be the only game that I miss. And then for the final, I'll be at Fanatics Fest, but I'm 100% not going to have a scenario where I miss the fucking final, so I will be there for that. And I don't think there's anything. Yeah, just the Fanatic Fest weekend. I'll make it work. So, third place game I think is on the 18th, and I'll go live for that as well. But yeah, I think I should be fine for all of the games. As for going to games in person, we'll see for the US. Thank you very much, Jacob. I appreciate that. Congratulations on the million. Thank you very much. Actually, now that I think about it, I should put both of the thumbtacks on so I could put the plaque up on the wall. I am debating on if I should buy the case for the million subscriber plaque. Well, then again, I shouldn't be debating. I should just go ahead and buy it. But let me put it on the wall now. That I'm here. Put this on the wall.
Gotcha, bitch.
Almighty02 is now following.
Next to the blade of Captain. Damn. Oh. Where's the hole? Up on the wall. Somebody is calling me. 100%. This is somebody calling to sell me a house or buy my house. Hello. Hello.
Property at Princeton Street. You own it?
No, this is not my property. You just made that up. Goodbye.
I'm so sorry.
The fuck off my phone, son. Always calling me. Talk about, do you own this property? You just made this up. Get off my phone. Am I throwing hands with Dom at the Fanatics? Well, potentially. Who knows? I come across him. It's on site. I should be streaming at Fanatics Fest as well, but I've been running into issues with trying to IRL stream for some time. So, constantly been issues with trying to get that going. But that's neither here nor there. But Jacob, yes. Is there any squad that I'm rooting for? I mean, I wouldn't mind watching Argentina go and repeat. I think it would be funny for France to go and get the victory as well, because I think they'd be the first squad to go to 3 consecutive. I'm not sure if that's happened before. Also, just for the sake of history, I think it would be apropos if Portugal, happened to go all the way, because how many Mount Rushmore players don't have, a World Cup victory? So there's that. But I'd say if I had to rank them, probably Argentina number 1. But France, they are number 2. Those are the top 2 that I have to potentially go all the way. And then a feel-good story of being Colombia. No, do I think that Portugal has a chance? No, I don't. I don't think they have the strikers to be able to go and contend with the other squads. I just think for the sake of the story, it's Ronaldo's last one. We thought last time was going to be Ronaldo and Messi's last time, and guess what? Messi got the job done. Oh, well, the referees came in. More than 50% of his goals happened by way of penalty. They didn't deserve it. It was a fluke. Well, let's see if Ronaldo can get his go. Do I see Japan holding this game, or do I want to see it go to the penalties? I predicted that it would be Brazil who wins this game, but man, Japan's not playing like any slouch whatsoever. They're not playing like any slouches whatsoever. They came to play. Also, it'd be hilarious if the U.S. won, but that would legitimately be one of the greatest fucking upset, shocking stories if the U.S. won the damn World Cup. But nobody in their mama believes that's going to be the case, and you shouldn't. You have to legitimately be a team from destiny. Yeah, Japan got that death note ready to go put Brazil up in there if they can't get the job done and bounce back. Am I pulling for USA? I mean, if they're able to go and get victories, then hey, you know, I'm not gonna be above, you know, seeing them put their best foot forward. But there's no guarantees in this game. Doesn't matter if you're playing at the crib. U.S. best finish in their history was third place in 1930. Let's see, where are they actually playing right now? Because they're playing on Wednesday, but where in the States are they playing? They're playing on Wednesday in Santa Clara. Are they only in California? So if they were to go in advance, they would be playing against Belgium or Senegal, and that match would take place in Seattle. Yeah, they're just going to be on the West Coast. They're just going to be on the West Coast. And if they advance there, they'd be back in Los Angeles. Hilarious. They'd be back in Los Angeles. And if by some miracle, now they find themselves in MetLife for the semifinal. Yeah, then they would find themselves in MetLife for the semifinal. That's hilarious. Cristiano, I should say, said, I'm from England. My commentary from an NBA/NFL perspective has you glued. Why, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Put money on the U.S. winning and you'll be filthy rich if they win. That is true. That is true, but I just don't see it happening. I Ward said you like France to win again, but they're not playing well. They're not playing well? What you mean they're not? Exactly, Amy, what you mean they're not playing well? France not playing well? You better stop it. You better stop it. France been playing top 5 of all the teams in the tournament thus far. France is scary as hell. All right, here we go. It is a very long period of time before the start of this second half. Let's see what they got. Hendrick making his way into this game. All right, second half is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is underway. You want to see France winning 100-0? Somebody been playing FIFA. Somebody been playing FIFA. All right, here we go. Japan and Brazil. Second half is underway. 1-0 lead here for Japan thus far. Can they hold and advance to the round of 16? Brazil, if they lost here, would be their worst finish in the last 8 World Cup appearances. Here comes Brazil trying to surge here on offense to kick off the second half. You got to get that pass to the outside. Here's Vinny. He's also second in the golden boot race, and there's a great catch there from the goalie denying that pass. Well, considering going to a live World Cup game or not, I mean, I went to 3, all of the Haiti games. I went there live. The video for that, most likely, because I'll be streaming all day today, I don't think I'll be able to go and finish the video. So that will probably happen. What time does the game start tomorrow? Most likely it's going to be 1 p.m., right? All right, let's see if Japan can get a pass inside. Denial right there from Brazil. Gonna try to see if they can get a pass. Nothing's there. Brazil's going to boot it out. Tomorrow's games start at 1, Norway and Cape Verde. I might have enough time in the morning to be able to knock out the video, so tomorrow you should be able to see. This is their first time trailing at halftime in a while. Let's see what they got here. Come on now, Brazil. You better find somebody. Japanese fans making noise right now. Damn. Going back the other way. Japan has a long-term structural plan known as the JFA, Pledge for 2050 to win the World Cup. They have been working on it since 2005. Do you think they will achieve it? They could potentially make it happen. 5 World Cups since Brazil's last world title back in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. Their longest drought in country history. There's Vinny on the outside trying to see if he can find somebody there on the cross. A good pass. Not able to make anything happen. Instead, here comes Japan here on a run. Oh, no, wait. Wow. There it is. They actually ended up getting that yellow card. Yeah, he grabbed that man by the fucking shoulder. You can't do that shit. You can't grab somebody by the shoulder and think you playing defense. That dude went over and hit him with a...
Afraid to get
Can't
red is
just
now
put your hand
following.
on somebody's shoulder. What you thought this was? If the Rams don't win the Super Bowl this year, adding Myles Garrett in the offseason, you're going to laugh really, really hard. I mean, the idea is to make it happen, but if you happen to have an injury that comes along, then, you know, you would have to prolong, you know, the humor. But it all depends on the circumstance. All depends on the circumstance, but they certainly are the favorites to go all the way and get the W. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. Here comes Brazil. Just outside of his reach. Just outside of his reach. Brazil needs to relax on these fouls, though. I promise you, somebody's going to end up getting... You're going to end up seeing 2 yellow cards attributed to somebody. Now, we've seen some red cards thus far in the tournament, but I don't think we've seen any ejections by way of double yellows yet. All right, here comes Japan. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Not happening. Neymar's warming up. Shit, he better stay warm if he's going to have his number called. He better stay warm. Salute from the boot. What's going on, family? Neymar going to get injured on the pitch. He's already injured on the pitch. All right, here comes Brazil here trying to see if they can make a surge. Great pass. Vinny wasn't prepared for it, but it didn't even matter if he saw it. It was going back the other way regardless. What can Brazil do here? You got to try a crosser if somebody's able to open it up for you. Nobody's it. Vinny. Yeah, they got to see if they can get aggressive with the passing here. They're trying to see if they can open up the lane. Nothing's there. You got to try to see if you can get a deep pass. Somebody there for the header. Too much. Too much. It'll be a matter of time before Brazil scores. Payne in the building. What's going on? You said, what do you mean Japan is leading? Yeah, they leading right now. They're leading right now. Vinny from the outside. Going to have to go for one again. A pass across. 51st minute. They're going to try to see if they can get the header. Yes, they can, but it's denied. What a save there by Japan. Denying that score. That was a very good shot there for Brazil. They're calling for the crowd to get loud. They're starting to apply a little bit of pressure. Discount Roy Hachimura over here with a spectacular save, preventing that header that would have tied the game at one apiece. That's a hell of an attempt right there from Brazil. Vinny once again inside. Here's a pass. They're looking for the header. Can they get it over to Vinny? No, they can't. Intercept right there from Japan. Able to go and stop that header, preventing it. Brazil's applying pressure right now. You feel like they're on the precipice of a potential score. Pass back out to Vinny. Vinny on the left. Nothing's there. He tries to see if he can get it inside. The Brazilian done fell down. Japan once again clears it outside. Guess that's just the fuck out of here. Yeah, the crowd's making a little bit of noise right now for Brazil, but can they take advantage? Once again, Japan not leaving any opening at all. They're going to have to see if they can play it from the middle. Another denial there. If Brazil's going to try to get a score, I don't think it's going to come from anywhere outside of the center. They're going to need to see if they can take advantage here. They keep trying to see if they can set up a header. It's not there. Now it is. Oh, my God. How the fuck did that not go in? There was a header opportunity on the inside, but it got denied. Japan's going the other way here. Now, how can Japan take advantage? Across right over to the left-hand side. Just take the shot. They're going to go for the headers deflected there by Brazil. Just when Japan thought they could take advantage, they get denied. How the fuck did Japan block that attempt there from Brazil? Are you kidding? It bounced right off his face. That was a spectacular pass from Brazil. The header was right there for him, and it hit the damn teammate in the face. It hit the fucking Japanese. Oh, my God. That is incredible. Did you see that on the replay? Bro, it was a perfect pass to the inside. The header was there for him, and Brazil's been itching for that damn header the entire game. They were denied on 3 different occasions. This time, when the damn goalie happens to be out of place, discount Roy Hachimura was out of place. You had an opportunity there to go and get your goal. Instead, it's another Japanese defender whose face becomes the obstruction. Man's nostril. He has to go get a rhinoplasty because that damn header sent the ball square in betwixt his doggone nostril on the bridge of his nose. And again, Brazil denied a score. This remains a 1-0 game. Yo, this is spectacular, bro. How the hell will Brazil respond? They haven't advanced. You know, they haven't had a situation where they haven't made it to the quarterfinal in 8 consecutive motherfucking World Cups. It's been 5 straight World Cups in which they failed to win a championship. That is their longest streak ever in country history. And Japan right now is itching to eliminate them in the round of 32. How will Brazil be able to go and respond? Once again, they're going to go for the crosser to see if they can set up the header. And oh shit, he's got it! He's got it! All right, Brazil able to go and respond. They're on the header. You knew it was coming. They were waiting the entire time for it. Now on what was the fourth or maybe fifth header attempt this time around, they get it into the back of the net. And the Brazilians tie it up at 1 apiece at the 55th minute with a massive goal. The Brazilians with the score right off of the head to put it into the back of the net to tie the game at 1 apiece. Discount Roy Hachimura didn't see what the hell was coming. That ball moved at maybe not 120 miles per hour, but about 88 miles per hour into the back of the net to tie the game. They got the Brazilian children. The Brazilian children are crying. The Brazilian baddies are looking quite delectable. But one way or another, it's a tie game. The Japanese are on their heels, and what will they do to respond? All right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The Genjutsu has been released. Casemiro with the header for the score. Discount Roy Hachimura could not get the stop. And despite the first half score from Super Sasana to give them the lead, it's knotted at 1 apiece in the 57th minute. We've got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. Brazil, remember they had the height advantage against Japan. Oh, the height advantage.
Gotcha, bitch.
Checks is now
Oh,
following.
that's got to be a foul. How is that not a foul? This man got kicked in his balls. He kicked him in his shit. Oh, shit. Vinny with the spectacular move. Here comes Vinny. Oh, my God. Oh, the spectacular. Oh, how does that not go in? Hits the corner post. Oh, my God. Hit the right post. That was about to be fucking spectacular. Oh, my Lord, that was about to be fucking spectacular. If Vinny was able to score right there and get his 5th goal of the tournament, that was about to be fucking spectacular. Are you kidding me? That was going to take the goal of this damn tournament. He dribbled all the way through every single member of the Japanese nation and nearly got himself a goal, but went right off the right post. Actually, no, it was denied. Thereby, the goalie got his hand on it. His left hand on that ball to deny what would have been a spectacular goal there. The momentum absolutely flipped.
Snoop Doggy Dogg is now following.
The momentum absolutely flipped. What a play there by Suzuki. What a score. Let's see if Japan can take advantage. No, they can't. No, they can't. Family Jewels got kicked. Man hit the deck real quick. They wanted to see if they could get a penalty. They're not going to get it. As we're entering into the 60th minute here. Oh, there's Ronaldo up there. R9 in the booth, ladies and gentlemen. R9 in the booth. Japan now a little flustered here. How will they respond? The real Ronaldo.
Gotcha, bitch.
JB4
The
TV
real
is now
Ronaldo. I'm
following.
a real Ronaldo. None of that Fugazi Ronaldo shit. Ah, too much to the outside. They couldn't do anything with that possession. Talk about a shift in atmosphere, fam. Japan was chilling. They were chilling. And then, unfortunately, Brazil said, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all must have forgot who the hell we are. Come on, team Blue Lock. They're going to flip it. Can Japan get... Oh, my God. Again, man's hit the deck. Hold on. Wait a minute. Japan had a chance. Nope, not anymore. Not anymore. Blind said, you're curious. Did I see any of the videos on YouTube and TikTok of all the European fans trying American food for the first time? Yes. The fattening American food has made things very delectable for the visiting Europeans. They are certainly enjoying the delicacies because you don't have as much, I guess, fattening things that you have here in the States. Oh, Japan trying to see if they could scheme. Nope, nothing's there. I'm just getting the clip up for the socials at the moment. All right, Brazil. Brazil's got a chance if they can maintain possession here. Good pass. You got to clear it. You got to clear it if you're Japan. You can't allow these motherfuckers to keep dancing in the middle. Good pass over. There's a great catch right there from Suzuki. Get that shit the fuck out of here. You're not going to get that score. Who am I rooting for? I predicted that Brazil would win this game, but overall, I got no dog in this race. I got no dogs in this race. Great catch. Great catch. All right, here comes Japan. Here comes Japan. They're going back the other way. We got about 4 minutes until extra time. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Till the hydration break, sorry. Brazil just woke up. Indeed, they did. Jessa, what's happening? The kid said, you're LARPing? Do I gamble? Here and there. I don't know why he shot that. He could have chilled. Brazil. Love from India. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Brazil score. All right, there we go. Now we got the clip. There we go. All right, we get that for Instagram. Now we're at the 64th minute right now. We've got a little, most likely, I think, if nobody's able to go and score, shit, we'll probably end up getting a little bit. Well, then again, we got to go through the hydration break before we even define, you know, how much additional added time we're going to get. So let's not even give that a thought until after the hydration break. Let's not give that any added thought until after the hydration break. There's a pass to the middle. There's Japan's going to go and clear it. All right, a substitution coming here for Brazil. And remember what I said? I predicted that most likely we'll end up seeing Neymar at the 70th minute or so, but now I don't know. Epano said, see my opinion on the Night of Champions crowd. You think there's some fatigue, but generalization, Saudi fan base are fatigued because every single year is in Riyadh is trash. Well, no, I think that they're not you're not really getting a very good output whenever they're out there in I think Jeddah has a bit of a better crowd than Saudi, but still they kind of find themselves in this situation. There is fatigue for sure. There is fatigue that's there. You Le Greek said you need me on TV doing commentary. The English commentators are so boring. Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of excitement. Like even in multiple different sports, the problem that happens is you have the commentators that are very monotonous in their delivery of what's transpiring. You don't have that heightened level of excitement because if you're a fan that's watching, you're damn near jumping out of your seat when you happen to see something exciting happen. The commentators have a slight increase in inflection in their voice. You don't have that youthfulness, if you will, of what it is that you're watching. So that's what kinds of kills it. I think I have a leg up over them in that realm. Oh, good pass, but it just got denied. That's where their issue happens to exist there. There are some who are able to ignite, the imagination of the crowd. But that being said, the bulk share of it, it's just very, very monotonous and monotone. I should say monotone rather than monotonous. Good pass. Can they get themselves ahead or no, they can't? They better go and clear it. Japan's gonna get that shit the fuck out of there. That was a very dangerous situation. El Nacho Macho said, you got a Moroccan fan here. I hope you're not going to hate or hold a grudge tonight when we play the Dutch. Hold a grudge? No, but I am not predicting you guys to get the victory. However, looking forward to a good match. Hydration break coming up right now. All right. Get that one here. Let's get this. You're uploaded for this. Japan really needs a hydration break. Yeah, because that was a very tough third quarter of the game. Very tough third quarter of the game there as they were jockeying for position. But Brazil really turned on the lights and stopped playing them games. And then lights appear to be too bright right now for Japan. But remember, these are two teams that are well, conditioned for this situation. You like how hydration breaks are pretty much timeouts? Yeah, pretty much. Like it's peak capitalism. If and I said this time and time again, if this was Qatar, I completely understand. But they're in the States. Most of these games are played in sub, 90-degree weather. Dare I say sub 80-degree weather, the bulk share of the games across all three nations. You've only had a few that have been high 80s and felt like 90, and then I think maybe one game that was 90, degrees. So for the most part, bro, they chilling. Don't forget the domes. Yeah, they got some games in domes as well. You have a feeling somebody's going to score late in the 90th minute? Highly plausible. When do I think Kevin Owens come back to the WWE? No idea. All right. No copyright for the YouTube. I just got to flip this over, switch the thumbnail. We'll be all right. Qatar stadiums were air conditioned, plus it's in December, so it was not too bad. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Second half. Second half, fourth quarter is officially underway here after the hydration break. Here we go. How will either team respond here? American commentary is lit with basketball. Bang. You think the same with football? You really think they're just dry hating on football? On real football? I mean, you literally play with your feet only. No, I think American commentary, basketball, and in football, for the most part, the big moments you can have a little bit of excitement, but for the most part, in keeping the people engaged throughout the game, like this, one of the things that make commentary spectacularly, or I should say, especially on Telemundo, when watching a soccer game, you're engaged the entire time because they're speaking like a mile a minute. They're making every single waking moment exciting. There are some commentators in basketball, in football, that are able to make every single play, every single possession feel like it's a big time, moment that you're watching. The problem is the bulk share of the other commentators that are out there, you don't have that feeling. Like you're watching the game alongside them, but they're not bringing super excitement. Like Al Michaels this year was terrible. In fact, the 2 years it was terrible. Vinny with the pass outside, nothing's there. It's denied again. So it's like, yes, they can deliver on the big moments, but for the most part, throughout the entirety of the game, it's quiet, if you will. Not as if they're not talking, but you're not like on the edge of your seat type of situation. All right, 73rd minute we are at right now. I think based off of how the second half has progressed, I think at best you'll have 4 minutes of extra time. I don't think you're going to get too much additional extra time. We did have a few substitutions and things of that nature. Maybe they might stretch it to 5. We've seen moments in which they've been able to stretch the extra time or added time to a couple of things. Oh, there's another header opportunity. It's going to be wide right towards the right post, and I think it's going to be a corner chance here for Brazil. Javi said, who scored first? Japan scored first, and then Brazil had a header that was the equalizer. All right, here we go. A corner opportunity here for Brazil. Chance to take a 2-1 lead here. Here comes the kick. It's very low. Japan able to go and immediately equalize. Oh, I should say nullify that. Japan able to go and nullify that. Hydration breaks won't last next World Cup. 100% is going to be gone. Yeah, they didn't get the ball up at all. See if Brazil can make something happen here. They got to play from that middle. At least you're able to open something up. And of course, we're still on watch to see if Neymar will get a substitution to enter into this game, as this game is tied up at 1 apiece. There comes another pass there on the crosser. Nothing's there. Primarily thus far in this half, the possession has been heavily dominated by Brazil. In fact, I think maybe on 2 different occasions we've seen Japan in a actual offensive passing or I should say a set to where they're going to try to see if they can find a
Jamie
gap in the defense. Primarily, this ball has been on the side of Brazil. On Japan's side of the field. Can they find anything that is open here? Live from Houston, Texas. Netherlands, Morocco starts later tonight, 8 p.m. Pass outside, nothing's there. Japan, hey, Brazil better stop getting cute now. They better advance that damn ball. All right. Good pass there by Vinny. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. Well, Corona said, you're glad you got out of work early to watch this game, especially because the anime Blue Lock, where Japan faced Brazil players. What did the FIFA Octopus predict? There's a FIFA Octopus? There's a FIFA Octopus? Romario said, true, they be talking about personal anecdotes during the NBA games until something big happens. You're right, I never noticed. Yeah, because for the most part, like, if the game is completely out of reach, then I understand. But it'd be like, all right, second quarter, it's like 47 to 43. Every possession, you should be on, like, trying to set up a situation where folks is, like, damn near on their feet. I don't care if it's a boring game. I don't care if it's the most exciting game. Like, you should be breathing life through the headset. All right, let's see if Brazil can make something happen here at the 76th minute. Another denial there on the header. Brazil going to try an opportunity. No chance. Just wide as we enter into the 77th minute. Hey, if there was ever a time in which maybe you want to, but there, you know what? I'm not going to hold you. I don't think it's a good idea to mess around and sub in Neymar at this point. I'm not going to lie to you. Because they've started to really get things going. They've built some additional, momentum, and they're applying a shit ton of pressure without him. I don't think you need to go make that substitution. I don't think you need to go make that substitution. I ain't gonna hold you. More substitutions right now for the Japanese team. FIFA USA, how's it going? Are we conducting the games better than the European countries? They're certainly generating more money. Good pressure right there from Japan. They starting to play like they did in that first half, at least defensively. You got to try to hound them as much as you can. There's a throw-in over here. Japan, not too much pressure they got right there. Brazil going back the other way. Let's see if they can try to see if they can build something. Oh, man's went down. That's not a foul. Good no call there from the official. For the most part, throughout this entire tournament, the officials have certainly let them play. They've allowed a good amount of physicality. There's been situations in which there's been potential fouls that haven't been called, and then other situations where, bro, clear it, get that out of there. They're playing around. We're in the 79th minute right now. Look like Japan, the way Japan's playing right now, it just feels as if they're like, all right, let's just take it to extra time. Let's just survive this and make it to extra time. We had a little bit of leverage. Let's chill. Here comes Brazil again. We got to get one more pass. Mans went to the ground. No whistle. Bodies dropping left and right. Bodies dropping left and right. They playing with their food like South Africa yesterday. No, I wouldn't say South Africa was playing with their food. South Africa had a terrible strategy. South Africa just seemed like they were hoping they can hold on until a penalty shootout. That's the way they were playing. It was like every single possession, it was like, we're not even going to really try to attack. We're just going to chill and see if we can just endure until we make it to a penalty shootout and then just hope that we can win on the off chance of Canada making a mistake. Like, they were playing offensively. It just made no sense what the fuck they were doing yesterday. It just didn't make any sense. Sweet Train said this game is being played in Houston where it's above 94 degrees outside. It feels like 105 degrees outside. Now, inside is another story, but there's a stark difference between the two. And Crown said, next level for you, more detailed description of the actual play. Not hating my man, just tips. I appreciate that. Too often there's people who always attribute, criticism with, or even, tips with, hating. I'm not that individual. I'll always chalk up anything more towards, constructive criticism before it even, leads into the realm of hate. I'm not that type of person. Is there going to be a game tomorrow? There's game every single day. The gap doesn't come until, I think, the quarterfinal. I think the gap in a day doesn't come until between the quarterfinal and the semifinal, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a game every single day up until mid next week, I believe. Great defense. Way to go and box them out and prevent them. Here comes, there's a clear out right there from Japan again.
Gotcha,
but now we're
This
nearing the
underscore is now
81st
following.
minute here, or I should say we've just passed the 81st minute here. Japan been on their heels the entire damn half, bro. Another pass inside, a denial there from Japan. They got to go and set up again. Brazil now has a lot of space for potential passes from the middle of the field here because Japan is damn near, I wouldn't say parking the bus, but they're playing them relatively deep towards the goal, leaving space for a long, long range shot if they can get that off. Evie Black with 10 say, hey Adonis, hope you and chat are good. Just wanted to let you know that your girl Nikita Lyons is the Evolve champion. To annoy you, she's Natalia's new faction. Yuck. Enjoy the World Games, everybody. Nikita's won a championship is crazy. All right, Martinelli with the pass inside. Nobody's there. They're going to let it go out the back. And that's going to force kick here for the goalkeeper. Opportunity to go and flip possession. All right, here's the question. I wonder if we're going to get a substitution here.
Gotcha, bitch.
L1 Tech Playmaker is now following.
Did I study from Oxford? That's funny. I have AQ 94. I always joke that I went to Oxford University. I've actually never even been to the UK. That being said, I have a umbrella that is Oxford. I was gonna buy a hoodie so I could walk around and say I went to Oxford. All right, Brazil. Oh, that's. I wonder if they're gonna end up blowing the whistle. No, they're not. Actually, they are. That's a yellow card. Another yellow card there. This got to be what? The fifth yellow that we've seen in this game. I believe there's 2 against Brazil, 3 against Japan. A number of different yellows, and the spot where they're at right here is incredibly favorable as well. Very good location here for a free kick here for Brazil. Just on the corner extended of the penalty box here. Somebody got a U.S. Brazil flag. That's hilarious. That's got to be a custom-made one. I 100% don't believe they selling that. All right, let's see if Suzuki can mess around and get a stop here. And a save. Brazil here on the free kick. Brazil here on the free kick. Threatening to try to take a 1-0 lead. But there's a shot. Header, it's up. I said a 1-0 lead. It'd be a 2-1 lead. I'm wilding. Great job there. I believe that was off the deflection of a Japanese player. Let me see. Yeah. They're going to get a corner now. They're going to get a corner now. How many corners has that been for Brazil? How many corners have we seen from Brazil thus far? I think maybe about 5 or so. Escapes me how many corners they had, but yet another opportunity after the failure on the free kick. Here comes another corner opportunity for Brazil. Very low corner attempt. That was a bad corner. That was a very bad corner. Now they're going to have to see if they can reset Vinny on the outside. I wonder if he's going to try to see if he can look for a pass. Trying to make a move. He's got his man. Too much of a shot. That's going to go back the other way. We're now at the 85th minute. There's a Brazilian who's down holding his eye. Martinelli might have got kicked in the face. Oh, he got elbowed in the eye. Oh, yeah, he ate an elbow to the eye. He 100% ate an elbow to the eye. He got elbowed in the eye. They making noise out in Houston. Martinelli finally got off the ground. I think he was trying to beg to see if he could get another whistle. It's not going to happen. Let me go and confirm the amount of cards that we've seen so far. Oh damn, the Japan goal got 20K views on TikTok already. Nice. All right, here we go. Back the other way comes Brazil. Here we go. They got a chance here. Ah, damn. Suzuki said, I'm not playing no games. Fuck out of here. I'm going to step out of the damn... I'm going to step outside to go get that shit the fuck out of here. Somebody explain, what's the golden goal? What is the golden goal? Suzuki, very smart goalie indeed. Why even give him an opportunity to go on a run here? Just intercept the ball immediately. Chang Ching, is that a big fan? I appreciate you. It's like a buzzer beater? Okay. So similar to what we saw yesterday with so golden goal would be the winner situation. So yeah, but the added, oh, wait a minute. Hey, that's got to be a yellow card. That's got to be a yellow card. That man just straight up full extension pushed him on the ground, bro. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, golden goal is one next goal wins. Okay. So that would happen in the second half, if I'm not mistaken, of the exit added time. All right, here we go. Another free kick opportunity here for Brazil. There goes the crosser. Oh, great stop right there from Suzuki. He better get back in place. He better get back in place. Oh, my God, they left Vinny. Vinny's going to try an attempt. Oh, my God, bro, they just got real close, bro. They got real close, bro. Japan just had a mental lapse on defense. They thought Vinny was going to pass the ball. They left Vinny alone, and I told you, you had those opportunities that were going to open up all day. Yet another opportunity here on the corner here for Brazil. They're not going to take the shot. Instead, they're going to try another crosser, looking for a header. Denial once again. Japan better go and see if they can clear it. They're not going to, as we're approaching the 89th minute here. Back over to Vinny on the left-hand side of the field here. Vinny's going to try to see if he can make it to the middle. Oh, he almost floored a man. He's still playing with the Japanese. They've got two-man coverage on him. Somebody got to come over and go help him. Oh, look at Vinny fighting. Vinny fighting to go get possession back. They're going to have to keep that ball on him. They're going to have to keep that ball on Vinny. There's the pass, going for the crosser. Another save there from Suzuki. Not quite a save, but, a catch, if you will. Queen said, as a Brazilian, you can confirm we are having heart attacks. Oh, I can imagine. Let's see if Japan can control the ball here. Don't go for the pass because they're going to be offsides. Don't go for the pass there. You're going to be offsides. Japan with the other pass inside. Oh, dangerous situation. Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Hey, Japan, y'all got a chance here. Finally, you could set up a set here on offense and take advantage. As we're entering into the 90th minute, can Japan do the unthinkable? What the fuck was that? Why? Reset it back to the middle. Six minutes added time. And there's a Brazilian who's down right now. I think that's Martinelli again. Is he cramping? Only 6 minutes. Vinny Lokita, the player of the tournament so far. Yes, because I think he has no. Mbappe has 2 assists, right? Mbappe has 4 goals, 2 assists. I think Vinny has 4 goals, 1 assist, and then Messi has just straight 6 goals, no assists. Casemiro, who scored the goal earlier, is the one who's down. Have I been enjoying the game so far? It's been a very good game indeed. The moment Japan scored that goal early, business picked up. Business picked up. Yeah, Mans is on the ground. They're going to give him some time here. Vinny had 5 goals, but the Mexican the referee decided to be a B word about it. Oh yeah, that's right. They did end up taking it back. I believe it was on the offsides, right? All right. Now that it's around the 32, do they do penalty kicks now if both teams are tied? Yes, but you got to make it through the next period of the added time. So you have 15-minute halves after the fact, which actually won't work very well for me because that cuts into my time to get something to eat and then also get my steps before having to potentially go live for Germany. All right, what a shot here. Great pass. Brazil threatening once again. Oh, you got to pass that ball. You got to pass that ball away. Doing too much. Doing too much. He should have just took the fucking shot right there immediately. Doing too much, trying to shake somebody. Should have just took the shot right there. They looking for the game winner right here. That's the 6th corner coming up right now for Brazil. 6th corner opportunity here for Brazil as we're entering past the 93rd minute. Can they get themselves a golden goal here? There's the header over the damn net. The Greek said, fun fact, Greece is the only team to score a silver goal against the Czech Republic in the Euro 2004 quarterfinal. It meant if a team was leading in the first half of extra time, they would win it. Oh, interesting. Ah, what do you know? Can I do my steps on stream? No, I don't have a walking pad anymore. The walking pad's fried. I have to get a new one. I'm trying to bait a company into sending it to me, so I don't got to spend my money. So I can't do that. If I had the walking pad, I'd do it. But I don't. And my treadmill downstairs, I'm not about to go bring everything downstairs and then walk on the treadmill in the suit to go and cover the doggone, that's a lot. So march in place, that's not really getting my steps, if you will. I know, is it? Yes, but no. Now we're gonna go for a light run. So there's that. 13,000 since the 10th of January every single day, and I've been over 10,000 every day since November of 2024. So I don't sleep unless I get all of these steps, period. So that's a non-negotiable for me. All right, here we go. Let's see if Brazil can take advantage right now. They've got again, just, oh my God, Hendrick, just take the shot. All right, Brazil's got it back. Somebody's got to shoot. You've got to shoot. Good pass. There, he's got it. Brazil has taken the lead again. It's Martinelli with the score. Brazil takes the lead at the 95th minute. Oh my Lord. Hendrick, for whatever reason, refused to take the shot when he had the opportunity this time around. Martinelli said, I'll show you how it's done. And there's the goal for Brazil to take a 1-0 lead, or 2-1 lead. Oh my God. Suzuki was in position, but unfortunately could not make a play. And Brazil leads by 1 goal with less than 2 minutes left to go with a massive golden goal. It's a 2-1 lead, and the hope of Japan might have just shattered. You thought this was the Blue Lock anime. Evidently, the Brazilians say turn off the cartoons, turn off the television, because your dreams of advancing is shrinking as we speak. The Brazilians have put on the pressure all second half, and now it's come to fruition. The Japanese spirit absolutely crushed. They don't got tears coming out of their eyes right now, but they're certainly building in the tear ducts, because Brazil takes a commanding 2-1 lead. We've already passed the 6 minutes of added time. We're gonna hope the referee can give them 3 additional minutes if they can, but it's danger for Japan right now, and Brazil is in the driver's seat to advance to the round of 16. Oh, wow. What a score, Sleep Master. What's going on? Queen, my story said, Jesus Christ, my grandma just threw her cane out the window. They're making noise all around the doggone country because Brazil scores a massive goal to take the lead in the waning minutes. How the hell did that happen? Are you kidding me? What a score. Japan now needing to score immediately. Martinelli with his 5th goal in his 26th international appearance. Brazil able to go and get their possession back. Neymar didn't even have to play. Oh my Lord, Japan had their pants down. It was a completely different game after they had initially scored, and it looks like they may be getting ready for that death note. Looks like they may be getting ready for that death note. Nobody's going to work tomorrow. They about to be drinking. Oh my Lord. What a score from Brazil. A thunderous goal. Thunderous goal. Let's see how much additional time the officials are going to give them. Let's see how much additional time the officials are going to give them. All Brazil has to do in this situation is chill, truly. All they got to do in this situation is chill, truly.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yam_King's Eye is now following.
Somebody's got to. What do they have? What do they have left? Distraught Platoon said, fam, did I hear about CJ2K? Yep, I talked about it earlier. It's a very unfortunate situation. We're reaching the 100th minute of the game. The officials is probably going to give them at best 60 more seconds. This is why prevent defense doesn't work. You're certainly right about that. Yeah, it doesn't seem as if they're going to have a chance. They're going to boot it back to the Brazil side of the field. That's about to be it. This is about to be it right here. This is about to be it right here. Go ahead and blow the whistle, official. Go ahead and blow the whistle. He's not blowing the whistle for whatever reason. There's a kick there from the goalie. Massive kick across. Try to see if they can set something up. Can Japan go and maintain possession? Somebody's got to be there. Somebody's got to be there. He's staring at the watch. Brazil just took possession. They're going to give him one last chance. Oh, that's it. Referee about to blow the whistle. Referee about to blow the whistle. That's it. There it is. Wait, he said he wants a side throw in. Oh, my God, bro. They're still letting it go. The officials is still letting it go. I'm shocked. He's going to give Japan. He's really going to give Japan one more chance. There's a throw in for Japan. Somebody's got to be in the position to make a play. He's got the whistle in his mouth. That's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. There's the final whistle, and Brazil escapes. They're able to escape out of the round of 32. They advance to the round of 16. A valiant effort from Japan. They took a 1-0 lead early in the first half, but they had caught with their pants down throughout the second. The pressure from Martinelli and the remainder of the Brazilian players scoring goals left and right when it mattered most to take a 2-1 victory and advance to the round of 16. Brazil, you've got to take out your favorite form of payment because the Metro card is outdated and get aboard the L train. But your ride would be short-lived because you've arrived at Elimination Station and you go somewhere different for your failures of being able to hold on to the 1-0 lead. Your failures of preventing Brazil from advancing past a round of 32 because for the last 8 World Cups, they've at least made it to the quarterfinal. You could have prevented them from advancing, but you failed there. Consider your names written down the death note because your dreams of hoisting up the FIFA World Cup trophy as champions of the world has been absolutely deleted. It's over. Pack them up. Send them to the Shadow Realm. Brazil wins 2-1. Japan's going home. What a game. What a game. Spectacular game right there. Congratulations to Brazil. Heartbreak for Japan. And we are on to Germany and Paraguay. Give them what they want.
There's only one thing left to do. Gotta write their names in the death note. Delete. Delete, 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 delete.
You will rest in peace.
Delete confirm.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
I hear the Shadow Realm's lovely this time of year. Let's find out if it's true.
Some of them going to sleep for good!
It's over. Brazil advances. Japan is going home. Ooh, good game of football right there. Good game for football right there. All right. Germany, Paraguay might have to go and revisit, or I should say visit, that game there. We'll end up having to do somewhat of a dual stream regarding what transpired there over at Night of Champions and kick off, the next game of the tournament. We'll see what that's going to hit for.
Maria
Nathan
Smash
said,
456 is now following.
You found out a few minutes ago that $1 million bond is set for Terry and Arnold in the kidnapping and assault case. You think he's going to prison for life? If so, he's finished. Well, yeah, that'll probably be the situation. But I will see you guys in about an hour and a half. I'm going to go get myself some food and also get the remainder of my steps. Congratulations to Brazil as they advance to the next round. Japan, you're going home. And what are they eating?
Fresh hot ales. Fresh hot ales. Fresh hot ales. Fresh hot ales.
Fresh hot ales. I'll see you in 90 minutes because fuck it, we going live for all the football games.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.